While the United States saw a gradual adoption of electric vehicles, some countries embraced them with open arms from the very beginning. In fact, around 14% of new car sales in the U.S. are now electric. However, the rapid pace of EV adoption in certain regions has led to a unique problem: a surge in outdated EVs being left behind as drivers upgrade to more efficient and reliable electric cars. Join us as we explore this intriguing phenomenon, uncover its implications on the EV industry, and discuss the reasons behind this growing issue in China. According to a recent report published by Bloomberg in China, a fascinating electric vehicle transformation is unfolding, characterized by rapid evolution and a growing number of abandoned EVs. This unique phenomenon can be attributed to several factors that have shaped the Chinese EV landscape. Initially spurred by government incentives and subsidies, automakers ventured into the EV market with relatively simple vehicles. These early EVs offered limited ranges of around 100 miles per charge and lacked many advanced features in the contemporary models. However, the appeal of government support led individual buyers to acquire these early EVs in droves. Simultaneously, carpooling companies seized the opportunity, adding various EV models to their fleets as they pursued success in China's booming ride-sharing industry. In the last decade, the ride-hailing landscape in China experienced explosive growth, with hundreds of companies entering the market, driven by generous government incentives. However, a significant turning point occurred in 2019 when these incentives were dramatically reduced. Additionally, inherent challenges in the ride-hailing model, such as longer travel times compared to alternative transportation methods, relatively higher costs, and the scarcity of dedicated parking spaces began to surface. While the EVs have advanced, the carpooling landscape has proven more challenging than anticipated, leading to the downfall of numerous rideshare businesses in China. A similar scenario took place in China's bike-sharing market back in 2018. This situation led to the abandonment of hundreds of thousands of bicycles strewn across the nation. This double blow, the reduction of incentives, and the inherent issues forced many of these ride-sharing companies to shutter their operations. Consequently, these companies were compelled to abandon their fleets of vehicles. Fast forward to today, and China's EV industry has undergone a seismic shift. Cutting-edge electric vehicles boasting 200 miles or more per charge and equipped with luxurious features now dominate the market. As a result, many individuals find themselves seeking new homes for their older EVs, creating a growing population of abandoned electric vehicles in the country. As per Bloomberg's findings, in 2019 there were approximately 500 manufacturers, a number that has since dwindled to around 100. However, intense demand and competition have compelled these manufacturers to rapidly enhance their vehicles' quality. This drive for improvement has led to significant leaps in the quality of locally sold Chinese cars. Furthermore, Bloomberg's investigation revealed that many of these vehicles date back to around 2017, with some even displaying registration stickers for driving as recent as 2021. Bloomberg further elaborated. The cars were likely deserted after the ride-hailing companies that owned them failed, or because they were about to become obsolete as automakers rolled out EV after EV with better features and longer driving ranges. They're a striking representation of the excess and waste that can happen when capital floods into a burgeoning industry, and perhaps also an odd monument to the seismic progress in electric transportation over the last few years. The widespread disposal of outdated EVs has led to market saturation with unwanted cars, resulting in the accumulation of these vehicles in expansive automotive graveyards. According to Bloomberg, clusters of undesirable battery-powered vehicles have emerged in at least half a dozen cities throughout China. In these sprawling EV mass graveyards, rows of cars sit in unnerving silence, their once vibrant electric engines now dormant. Without human care or attention, it is as if these vehicles have become ghostly relics of a bygone era. Amidst this automotive purgatory, you'll find cars with small clusters of trees and wild vegetation emerging from their engine compartments, like stubborn saplings determined to thrive in a seemingly inhospitable environment. Others are entangled in thick bushes, their tires buried beneath a sea of greenery, making any attempt to reuse these EVs seemingly futile. It's a haunting scene where relentless nature contrasts starkly with the once revolutionary technology these vehicles represented. These abandoned cars, now embraced by the Earth itself, raise not only questions of their disposal, but also evoke a sense of both melancholy and awe at the power of nature to reclaim that which was once shaped by human hands. The abundance of abandoned EVs is prompting inquiries into how these vehicles can be safely disposed of. The batteries within these vehicles contain valuable but environmentally and ethically challenging materials, along with other potentially toxic materials such as nickel, lithium, and cobalt. Extracting and processing these resources has significant environmental and ethical implications. To mitigate these concerns, these batteries could be recycled or reintegrated into the EV or energy sectors. It's worth noting that electric vehicles typically become more environmentally sustainable only after several years of use. Therefore, the longer these vehicles lay there, gradually succumbing to nature's embrace with vines encroaching, the more detrimental the environmental impact becomes. As Bloomberg explains in its report, the graveyards are a troubling consequence of that consolidation. Not only are the sites an eyesore, but getting rid of EVs so quickly reduces their climate benefit, considering they're more emissions intensive to build and only produce an advantage over combustion cars after a few years. Each of the vehicle's spent batteries also contain precious ingredients like nickel, lithium, and cobalt metals that could be recycled to make China's EV industry more environmentally friendly. According to local reports, Hangzhou's government had pledged to handle the disposal of these vehicles as far back as 2019. However, as of July 2023, abandoned EVs can still be spotted throughout the city, defying the initial promises. While Bloomberg doesn't provide an exact count of these forsaken automobiles, it does describe fields filled with over 200 vehicles and at least one site hosting a staggering 1,000 outdated EVs. The companies interviewed by Bloomberg did clarify that not all of these cars were destined for abandonment. Geely, for instance, explained that some of its vehicles were simply in temporary storage until mid-August. After this date, those in roadworthy condition would be relocated to other cities across China, where they would continue their service. Also, in these vast fields lies a diverse mix of vehicles, each with its own unique tale to tell. Among them, there are some newly released models, fresh off the factory line and still looking shiny and new. These vehicles haven't been assigned license plates yet, which is a sign that they're waiting for their next destination. For instance, Toyota BZ4X SUVs and VW ID3 hatchbacks are present, all looking pristine and ready for their journey to dealerships or new owners. Nevertheless, as we envision the global embrace of electric vehicles, we must accept the imminent challenge of managing these vehicles as their batteries reach the end of their life cycle. Moreover, considering the possibility that a shift toward hydrogen power could emerge as a more viable alternative, we find ourselves at a crossroads. Is it wise to invest significant resources in equipment that may soon become obsolete? Do you believe hydrogen power might offer a better solution? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon for more tech-related news.